Have you ever looked around and wondered why some people seem to move forward while everyone else stays stuck? It's not because they are the smartest. It's not because they were born lucky. And it's definitely not because life has been easier for them. The difference is simple. They stopped living for other people's opinions. Think about how much time people waste trying to explain themselves. They explain their dreams. They explain their choices. They explain why they're starting something new. They explain why they failed. They explain why they deserve another chance. But here's a question. What if all that energy had been spent improving instead of explaining? Your future doesn't care about excuses. It responds to action. The world is full of noise. Every day, someone tells you what you should wear, what you should believe, how fast you should succeed, or what your life should look like. If you keep listening to every voice around you, eventually you'll stop hearing your own. The people who accomplish extraordinary things learn one lesson early. Focus is more valuable than attention. Attention feels good for a moment. Focus changes your life forever. You don't need everyone to understand your vision. In fact, most people won't. They only see where you are today. They can't see the person you're becoming. That's why you must protect your dream before it becomes your reality. A seed is never admired while it's buried beneath the soil. Yet that's where its greatest work begins. Your life is the same. Some of your greatest seasons will happen where nobody can see them. Those quiet mornings when you choose discipline over comfort. Those late nights when you keep learning while others are wasting time. Those difficult moments when giving up feels easier than continuing. That's where success is built. Not on a stage. Not in front of a crowd, but in silence. Many people believe confidence comes before action. The truth is the opposite. Action creates confidence. Every promise you keep to yourself becomes evidence that you're stronger than your excuses. Wake up when you said you would. Finish what you started. Read one more page. Exercise even when you don't feel like it. Save money instead of wasting it. Practice your craft one more time. None of these actions seem impressive by themselves, but together, they build a person who trusts themselves. And when you trust yourself, you stop needing constant approval from everyone else. One of the biggest mistakes people make is confusing movement with progress. Being busy doesn't always mean you're moving forward. You can spend an entire day answering messages, scrolling through social media, arguing online, watching videos, and talking about your goals. At the end of that day, you may feel exhausted. But what did you actually build? Progress comes from intentional action. Every morning, ask yourself one question. What is the one thing I can do today that moves my life forward? Then do it before distractions have a chance to steal your attention. The truth is, distractions don't always look dangerous. Sometimes they arrive dressed as entertainment. Sometimes they look like gossip. Sometimes they look like another notification. Sometimes they sound like someone else's opinion about a dream they were never meant to understand. If you don't control your attention, someone else will. And once your attention is gone, your time disappears with it. Time is the one resource that can never be replaced. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can return. But today will never come back. Every minute spent chasing validation is a minute taken away from building your future. Imagine where your life could be 1 year from now if you dedicated just one focused hour every single day to becoming better. 1 hour reading, 1 hour practicing, 1 hour creating, 1 hour building your business, 1 hour improving your health. That single hour could completely change your future. Not because of what happens today, but because of what happens after hundreds of days of consistency. Most people underestimate what small actions can become. A drop of water seems harmless, yet over time it can carve through solid rock. Your habits work the same way. Small choices repeated daily become powerful results. Don't wait until you feel motivated. Motivation comes and goes like the weather. Discipline stays. Discipline gets out of bed when motivation is sleeping. Discipline keeps working when emotions change. Discipline continues when nobody is watching. That's why discipline always outlasts talent. The talented person who quits will eventually be passed by the ordinary person who refuses to stop. Never underestimate consistency. The world celebrates overnight success, but it rarely sees the thousands of quiet hours that made it possible. Behind every great achievement are countless invisible moments of persistence. Moments where someone chose to continue instead of quitting. Moments where they believed in the process even when there was no applause. Your greatest competition isn't another person. It's the version of yourself that keeps choosing comfort over growth. Every day you have a decision. Stay the same, or become someone stronger than yesterday. The choice belongs to you, and that choice, repeated every single day, becomes your future. Now let me ask you something. What is stealing your future? Is it fear? Is it laziness? Or is it something much smaller that you've ignored for years? Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they lose their focus. A few minutes on social media turns into an hour. One unnecessary conversation becomes an entire afternoon. One excuse becomes a habit. And before they realize it, another year has disappeared. The saddest part is this: time doesn't stop while you're distracted. It keeps moving. Every sunrise gives you another opportunity, and every sunset asks one question: what did you do with the gift you were given today? Successful people answer that question differently. They don't chase every opportunity. They don't attend every event. They don't argue with everyone who disagrees with them. They understand a powerful truth. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something that truly matters. That is why focus is a superpower. Look at an eagle. When it locks onto its target, it doesn't turn its head every few seconds to see what other birds are doing. It commits. That's why it catches what it is chasing. Your goals deserve that same level of commitment. Stop comparing your journey to someone else's. Comparison is a silent thief. It steals your confidence. It steals your gratitude. It steals your motivation. You are watching someone's highlight reel while judging yourself by your behind-the-scenes moments. That isn't fair. Your path is unique. Some people bloom at 20. Others discover their purpose at 40. Some build businesses. Some build families. Some change the world with their ideas. There is no universal timeline for success. The only person you should compete with is the person you were yesterday. Ask yourself every night, did I learn something new? Did I become stronger? Did I move one step closer to my goal? If the answer is yes, you're winning. You don't need to impress the world. You need to improve yourself. Another lesson that changes everything is learning to protect your energy. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. Some people only bring doubt. Some only bring complaints. Some only appear when they need something. Be kind to everyone, but be careful about who influences your thinking. Your environment shapes your future more than you realize. Spend enough time around people who complain, and complaining becomes normal. Spend enough time around people who chase excellence, and excellence becomes your standard. Choose your circle wisely. Remember this: negative people rarely build positive lives. That doesn't mean you stop caring about people. It means you stop allowing negativity to control your direction. There will always be critics. Some will laugh at your dream. Some will tell you it's impossible. Others will remind you of your past mistakes. Let them talk. People often criticize what they don't understand. The same dream they laugh at today may become the success they admire tomorrow. Don't stop because someone else lacks vision. Stay committed. Keep building. Keep learning. Keep improving. Because success has an incredible way of changing opinions. The louder your actions become, the quieter your critics sound. Here's another truth. Comfort is expensive. Growth requires discomfort. Every new level demands a new version of you. If you're unwilling to feel uncomfortable, you'll remain exactly where you are. The gym is uncomfortable. Studying is uncomfortable. Starting a business is uncomfortable. Learning a new skill is uncomfortable. But regret is even more uncomfortable. Years from now, you won't remember how difficult the journey felt. You'll remember that you refused to quit. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear mission. No confusion. No endless scrolling. No waiting for motivation. Just purpose. That kind of life isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's built through daily decisions. Small decisions. Choosing to wake up instead of hitting snooze. Choosing to read instead of wasting time. Choosing to save instead of spending. Choosing to practice instead of making excuses. Those decisions seem ordinary, but repeated every day, they create an extraordinary life. Don't wait for a perfect opportunity. Create one. Don't wait until you know everything. Learn while moving. Don't wait for confidence. Earn it through action. Every step forward teaches you something that standing still never will. The world belongs to people who keep moving, not recklessly, not carelessly, but consistently. Remember this: whenever doubt enters your mind, progress is often invisible before it becomes undeniable. Just because you can't see the results today doesn't mean your effort is being wasted. Every disciplined day is another brick in the foundation of the future you're building. One day, people will see the house. They'll admire the success. They'll celebrate the victory. But only you will know how many bricks were laid when nobody was watching. That's the power of silent discipline. And that's the power you are building right now. There comes a moment in every person's life when excuses no longer work. A moment when you realize that no one is coming to rescue you. No perfect opportunity is waiting around the corner. No magical day will suddenly appear and transform your future. That moment is where your real life begins. Because the day you take complete responsibility for your life is the day you take back your power. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your circumstances. Stop blaming the people who doubted you. You cannot rewrite yesterday, but you can decide what happens next. Every sunrise gives you a blank page. The question is simple: what story will you write today? Some people spend their lives waiting until they have more money, waiting until they have more confidence, waiting until life feels easier. But the people who build extraordinary lives don't wait for perfect conditions. They begin with what they have: a small idea, a little courage, one disciplined decision, and then another, and another. That's how greatness is built. Not in one giant leap, but through thousands of ordinary moments repeated with extraordinary commitment. There will be days when you feel tired, days when progress seems invisible, days when quitting feels reasonable. Those are the days that matter most. Anyone can keep going when life is easy. Champions keep going when life becomes difficult. Remember this: pain is temporary. Regret can last a lifetime. Years from now, you won't be proud of the comfort you chose. You'll be proud of the battles you refused to surrender. Every challenge you overcome becomes proof that you're stronger than you once believed. Every obstacle teaches a lesson. Every setback builds resilience. Every failure prepares you for a bigger opportunity. Never confuse a delay with a defeat. Sometimes life is preparing you before it promotes you. The strongest trees don't grow during calm weather. They grow because they survive the storm. Your struggles are not only testing your strength, they are building it. One day you'll look back and realize the hardest seasons gave you the wisdom, discipline, and character you needed to succeed. So don't run from difficulty. Learn from it, grow through it, become stronger because of it. And never forget this: the world rewards consistency, not occasional effort, not empty promises, not good intentions. Consistency. The person who improves by 1% every day will eventually outperform the person who waits for the perfect moment. Success is rarely dramatic. It's quiet. It's waking up before the excuses begin. It's keeping promises to yourself. It's making one more call, reading one more chapter, practicing one more hour, taking one more step when everyone else has stopped. Those small victories become an unstoppable life. So from this moment forward, make yourself a promise. Stop announcing every plan. Stop arguing with people who don't share your vision. Stop comparing your beginning to someone else's finish. Instead, build quietly, learn constantly, work relentlessly, stay humble when you're winning. Stay determined when you're losing. Stay grateful through every season. And most importantly, never stop becoming a better version of yourself. One day, the discipline you practice in private will create results that everyone can see. The mornings you wanted to quit, the nights you kept working, the sacrifices nobody noticed, the habits nobody applauded, they will all come together. People will ask how you did it. Some will call you lucky. Others will say your success happened overnight. Smile, because you'll know the truth. It wasn't luck. It wasn't magic. It was the decision you made every single day to keep going when quitting was easier. So as this message comes to an end, remember one final truth. Your future is not decided by your fears. It is decided by your daily choices. Choose discipline over distraction. Choose growth over comfort. Choose action over excuses. Choose purpose over popularity. Choose consistency over perfection. Focus on yourself. Protect your peace. Master your mind. Let your work speak louder than your words. And when the world finally notices your success, you won't need to explain how you got there. Your life will tell the story for you. Now close this video. Take one action you've been postponing. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Because the life you've been dreaming about doesn't begin when you're ready. It begins the moment you decide. And that moment is today.